Welcome to Jump Shot Therapy, everybody. I forgot what episode this is, but I am Dylan Barreto. Episode 2, Season 2. I am Dylan Barreto. I am the boss, baby. I am Basil Buns. I am with Alfredo Velez, a.k.a. the Muslim Goku. Yeah. I am with Stat Guy Hunter, Young Boy Hunter, Gunther, the young man who keeps beating me in the playoffs at Madden because of bullshit. How you doing today?
Doing all right. How are you?
Doing all right, because I just lost. And we have a special guest today. I've brought my brother all the way here in his house in Florida to the Jump Shot Therapy Studios in Connecticut. It's big brother Steven Barreto, a.k.a. the Sand Viper. How you doing, man?
We are coming to you live. Stevie M. Baby's here. Let's get this shit done.
All right. I promised you guys Ryan Tanehill versus, and lo and behold, we have that shit ready to go. We all have our brackets ready to go. I'm going to post it on the... don't do that. I'm going to post it on the Jump Shot Therapy Twitter. You guys can follow along and create your own bracket to see how the hell you'll do it. Steven, I understand that you want to take the reins on this.
Yes. For those of you who don't know who Ryan Tanehill is, he's a trash quarterback for the Miami Dolphins, who played college at Texas A&M, a receiver until his senior year. His coach made him quarterback. And you know how good he did? He got his coach fucking fired. And somehow managed to sneak his way into the first round. Lo and behold, Ryan Tanehill versus is born. And it just melts my heart. And you know, I had the biggest smile on my face. He is doing so horrible. But enough of that. We go to Ryan Tanehill versus. The brackets are out. They're out on Twitter. We got Cosmic Brownies versus Hostess Cupcake. We got Devil Dogs versus Ryan Tanehill. Twinkies versus Coffee Cakes. Zebra Cakes versus Oatmeal Cream Pie. Yodels and Crimpets and all that deliciousness. But to get this over with, let's just move what we all came here for. Let's get this one out the way. Devil Dogs versus Ryan Tanehill, and Devil Dogs whoop his ass.
That's unanimous.
I think that's unanimous.
That's unanimous.
Before we go...
And that does it for this week's segment of Ryan Tanehill.
That's actually awesome.
Fill out your bracket, and remember, Ryan Tanehill is eliminated.
Yes, so thank you, Steven. That was actually way better than I anticipated it being. I remember you telling us recently that it was going to be great, and thank you for doing every bit of that. For those of you who don't understand, my brother, being from South Florida, has a huge disdain for Ryan Tanehill because we have a buddy who has a huge love for Ryan Tanehill.
Who also said that Ryan Tanehill will be the AFC East best quarterback by the time the season ends.
Is this Bank Shot Bob?
This is Bank Shot Bob. This is Brandon McDaniel. Shout out to Brandon if you're listening. Love you, man.
Go on his Twitch.
If you heard this, he would kill himself. So.
Oh, absolutely. He's definitely going to have a problem with this. Brandon is a Miami Dolphins, or not even just a Miami Dolphins, a Miami sports connoisseur. He is #1 Miami sports journalist, Brandon McDaniel.
Kind of like what Hunter is for all Boston sports.
Yeah, except Brandon has the worst hot takes of all time.
He is not.
I know a little bit about
he
other
goes
teams too.
A little bit over the top. Like,
Yeah, so every year Ryan Tannehill's going to be the most improved quarterback. Dolphins are going to go to the Super Bowl, all that good stuff. And me being the Jets fan I am, I'm like, what the fuck ever, man. But yes, Ryan Tannehill versus. We're going to continue this going on every week for the next 16 weeks. We are recording tonight, Thursday, September 6th. We are, an hour and a half away from kickoff of the NFL season.
Kickoff.
And we are all excited here. We have picks coming out for you for all of week 1. We have some news that we're going to speak of. By the way, if Crimpets didn't win on your Ryan Tannehill versus bracket, you are dead to me.
Cosmic Brownies won for me.
That's actually a solid choice.
Who won?
Cosmic Brownies.
Yeah, who won?
Okay, all right.
Cosmic Brownies?
Yeah, as they just both did their fucking Infinity Gauntlet.
I beg to differ. I think the one that steals it all is the fucking Nutter Butter.
Ryan Tanehill.
Honestly, my final was Nutter Butter and Cosmic Brownies.
Hey, and I understand some of the listeners Ryan Tannehill may be their favorite snacky cake, but whatever. You are clearly fucking wrong.
We've already officially eliminated him. So you're stuck
The
with
rules
everything
to this
else
game are
except
Ryan Tanehill is not allowed to advance past the first round ever. And if you're going to break the rule here, you're not allowed to play, and you owe us money.
It will one day come to Ryan Tannehill versus shit, and shit will win.
There's going to be dog shit, whale shit, all this stuff. And Ryan Tannehill is not allowed to be better shit than anybody.
Nope.
We might fight around do Ryan Tanehill versus Jamario Moon.
I'd pick
Still take
Jamario Moon.
Jamario Moon.
Jamario Moon wins.
All right.
Better
It's the only
quarterback.
game show where you know the answer, and you win every time.
If you want to be a cynical prick, you go fuck off. How about that?
Yeah.
All right. That's Ryan Tannehill versus. We'll be back next week with that. Thank you, Steven, for that excellent introduction. What do we got next on the dock, Hunter?
All right, we got the Nike deal with Colin Kaepernick, and it's causing a little bit of a rumble throughout the sports world right now. People are cutting the Nike logo off their socks. It's looking fucking ridiculous. They are burning their shoes, but most of the shoes are just little white dad shoes, so they look dumb as fuck anyway.
Like, yo, would you like a burger? Would you like a cheeseburger,
Yep.
Ryan? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're really
Nothing's
hurting
gonna stop me
You-
from
you're
buying-
burning the shoes you already bought.
Nothing's going to stop me from buying my Nike sneakers.
Nope.
I just hope this creates more sales.
I
Literally,
saw a number before I came here. They lost $3.5 billion.
No. So what that tweet said was, so somebody actually, like a guy in the stock market actually went over it. Everybody is down 3% right now. Adidas, Nike, Under Armour, they're all down 3%. It's just that, yeah.
Let me guess, New Balance is up.
New Balance might be up, yeah.
stat guy Hunter coming in
Pumas.
clutch with some accurate stats.
So what happened?
Not gonna do that, but
Yeah. So what happened with the like they call it the Trump effect, where it'll go down initially, but then everybody that's like, I'll support Nike, it goes up. So it might go down 3%, but it might go up 6%. Right.
Yeah, I just bought my son 2 pairs of Nike sneakers today.
Yeah, I walked into before we started the pod, I saw like 2 boxes of Nike shoes. I'm like,
You're damn fucking right. Give me those Air Maxes for my swagged out kid,
Yeah.
bruh.
well, it accomplished its goal because everybody's talking about Nike, whether negative or positive. It's Nike's being talked about.
I don't wear anything that's not Nike anyway.
Nobody would be talking about this campaign if Colin Kaepernick wasn't in it. Did you see the likes on Twitter?
I'm an Adidas guy, and I support what Nike's doing to backing Colin Kaepernick. But I'm gonna play devil's advocate really quick. They're kind of like,
Don't cross that line.
I can't find the word, but it's like,
Do you think that they're...
like the labor that they're doing in China.
I don't give a fuck about that.
Well-
Those Chinese kids do a great job making my sneakers. I don't give a
Oh, man,
single
alert.
fuck.
Oh my God.
If you honestly give a single fuck about the child labor laws in another country, you're fucking crazy and you should probably go do something else.
If people were just complaining about Colin Kaepernick, like I think you weren't even playing devil's advocate, because it's like if people were complaining about it before, then you have a right to complain now. But if you're going to complain about somebody standing up for something, then you're a piece of shit.
I thought you were going to say, do you think it's wrong for Nike to be exploiting a protest in a way to drive revenue?
Oh, no, that I don't.
Well,
business is gonna be business.
Yeah, because people are talking about the hit, but it's going to go back up because they're Nike.
Exactly.
They're a global brand. They're not a United States brand.
Exactly. Like this is going to affect their bottom line in a positive manner, and their P&L is not going to get touched at all, and they're going to continue to trend.
I understand, like, they're supporting an athlete, but they're going to make their money no matter what. So they're going to figure out a way. Like, this might be hella problematic, but I'm going to make my money somehow and support this person no matter what.
Continue
They're
cutting
still
off
going
your
to make their
snacks.
money, and Oregon's going to still have nice-looking jerseys. So,
Yep.
And the best part about it is Nike is the official sponsor of the NFL.
They're in a 10-year deal. They're in
Yeah.
a 10-year deal with the NFL.
So suck nuts, Goodell.
Yeah, I had some family members post on Twitter like, burn your Nikes, throw them away, donate them. I got 2 nice-ass pairs of Kyrie 4s. Those shits aren't going
You got
anywhere.
the school buses? No.
No, I got the Uncle Drew Kyrie 4s, and I got some other ones.
Oh,
that
wait, you
my
got
fiance.
the cereal box ones?
No,
No,
those
the-
are the Wheaties.
Those are,
Wheaties.
those
no,
are the
and then
Wheaties.
they also have the Cinnamon Crunch and shit. But I got the Uncle Drew shoes, and they're the nicest shoes I have. They're really fucking sweet.
Yeah, and then I was pulling an all-nighter today. I went from work to another work and then just, like, hung out all night. And I was on Facebook, and I saw a meme where it's, like, me just waiting for these Nike sales to drop. I was
Yep.
like, I'm waiting, boy. I'm waiting.
No, but the thing is, I'm pretty sure everybody saw this meme where it was like, you're burning Nikes that you already paid for.
Yeah, they don't give a
So
fuck.
Nike doesn't-
You already got their money. What, are you going to rebuy the Nike you just fucking
They
burned?
got the money. What do you do?
Doesn't make a fucking
Go
sense.
return them.
It's like burning jerseys. Doesn't make fucking sense. What?
Hashtag white people. No.
Wow, that's problematic. You can't say that.
That is problematic.
You can't say that. I don't give a fuck.
It's okay.
I'm offended, and
It's okay. My president's black. Get the fuck out of here. What do we got next? What's next?
all right. So Le'Veon Bell is going to be sitting out the first whatever amount of time in the season. He is 26 years old. I'm not even sure if this is like a unprecedented thing where an all-pro running back hits the market at 26 or is on like the trade or potentially like a trade aspect. He's 26 years old and he has 8,000 total all-purpose yards, receiving, rushing. To be exact, he has 5,336 rushing yards and 2,660 receiving yards. It's utterly ridiculous what he has.
Steven, as a Le'Veon Bell zealot, how do you feel about this?
Well, he wants his money, and the NFL, well, not the NFL, but the owners don't like giving money to running backs.
No.
And you know what? Do you sit out? No, they can't find him more than his salary for the season. So
He's
it's up to him.
preserving
He'll probably
his body.
be back maybe like week 5. Someone will cave in. He still hasn't signed his tender yet.
Who do you think would try to make a move for him at this point?
Green Bay.
No.
No, get out of here.
No team will make a move.
No, the teams that they were saying, I think Pro Football Talk was talking. They were saying that were interested were the Colts and the Jets. Now, either of those
My
teams,
teams are involved everywhere, and we're not going to do a
because you guys
single
have the
thing.
cap space.
We have the cap space for it, but I don't think it's a.
They're not going to give up any first round.
There's no point in giving it up. If he's going to be a free agent,
My Packers have 2 first-round picks. Like, fuck it, here.
no, that's not going to happen because
That's
you're
not
going
gonna
to you're going to rent Le'Veon Bell. You just gave Aaron Rodgers a fully guaranteed contract, and you're going to have to pay a running back almost damn near quarterback money.
Look at Todd Gurley's contract, and that's what you probably have to give Le'Veon Bell more.
Yeah,
Especially when you see the amount of guaranteed money the rest of these players are getting.
The thing that messed everything up is it all goes back to Sean Alexander.
Yes.
Going back for the Seahawks from
Yeah, he went back like a flat.
early in the 2000s. Because he would get franchised every year, and they finally gave him his money, and then he just never been heard of ever again.
Yeah, he literally, it's literally the year he was on the cover of Madden. He got his deal, 2006. He got his deal, and then just ate shit and couldn't stay healthy and couldn't produce. So
And nobody wants to give money to running backs ever since.
Yeah,
that.
and the Packers wouldn't go after him because they just gave him Aaron Rodgers a 4-year, potentially $180 million contract. If you want like a frame to build on for Le'Veon Bell's, it would have to start at the 4-year, $60 million extension with $45 million guaranteed. And when you somebody brought up a good point. With John Gruden having the $100 million guaranteed contract, the coach's contract being guaranteed, it goes in you stash that away. Once you guarantee $45 million, you got to take $45 million, put it away because that is going to the player.
Yeah.
There's no way that you cannot not pay him. So I don't think the Packers would have that cash.
For guaranteed, do they just out of a curious question? When it says guarantee, guarantee 60 mil. Is it in a lump sum or over the year?
Over
their salary for the year.
Oh yeah, over the course, that's what is guaranteed throughout the duration of the contract.
A game check, and
A game check is well, of course, let's say they make $20 million a year.
Right.
Well, every week for the season, it's like when you have a regular job, you get paid every week. That's their job.
That's their Friday.
Game check that
Right.
equals that salary.
That's their Friday.
So it's kind of like what soccer has, they get paid $200,000 a week, but their salary.
Yeah, that's why they're talking about right now is Le'Veon Bell's contract. Well, he got franchise tag. It's about $14.9 million.
Which he still hasn't signed.
Every
by the way.
game he misses, he gets fined $800,000 or $900,000.
900?
Yeah.
$1,000.
God damn.
It just gets taken out of his check because he's not going to get paid.
Yeah.
So he's missing it. He's not going to find it.
It's
It's just that he's not
losing 900.
He's not losing.
He's
He's
not
just
getting
not
the
getting
check.
that
The check
900,000
not
from that
going.
they're taking
14.9.
away. They're taking it out of his check
I see
before
what you're saying.
Yeah.
it does anything. I think it's a terrible move if he decides if the Steelers actually sign him. He lost all respect in that locker room.
Because didn't he say he would be
his lineman went
on Wednesday, which was yesterday?
Yeah, he said he would come back Wednesday on Twitter, but I guess what they said happened was that he just looked at Khalil Mack's deal and he was like, Khalil Mack was about to sit out the whole season if he had to. And Aaron Donald was going to do the same thing, so he was like, why don't I do that? Because if you get say if he plays this season, he's not going to re-sign in Pittsburgh next year. Pittsburgh's going to try to run him to the ground.
Yep.
He had 406 touches last year. That was the most in the NFL.
Shit.
Yeah, there's
running backs that their life value goes down the more they get hit.
Even as smart of a runner that he is, you can't avoid contact at that position.
Now he might. I think he'll have like a prolonged career because he's able to receive out of the backfield, and that's like a lot of stuff that like LT did, and that's why he was able to succeed later on with the Jets. But that's why I think Le'Veon Bell is a good move to go for. But you're not going to give up the house. Now the only way that he's going to be able to get his contract is if they rescind the franchise tag and he's free to sign anywhere. And that's what they did. That's what the Panthers did with Josh Norman.
Yep.
A few years ago.
Yep.
They rescinded it and he just went and signed with the Redskins.
If that happens, he's going to get fucking paid immediately.
He's going to get paid.
But Pittsburgh's not going to do that.
Yeah, exactly. They're not stupid. They're gonna if they do make a trade, they'll get it done sooner rather than later.
However, I think the thing a lot of people are missing out on is that not a lot of teams have cap space right now. I think I was looking at something, and I think the highest salary cap was at like $9 million for the season, and then everybody else was like hovering around like $6 million.
So then I have a question: is next year the salary cap going to go up for the NFL, or is it going to stay like where it's at now? Because I know in the NBA it's going to go up every year until the TV deal is done. So
they're supposed to go up.
So what does it go up
Rodgers
by?
got
Does
that
it go
big
up
deal.
by sales throughout the season? Like ticket sales?
No,
jersey sales,
just
merchandise?
they increased the cap. I don't know how it works.
Oh.
If there was only a guy that we had to do stats to find that out.
Come on, man.
Get the fuck on that, you piece of shit. God, why do we bring on a fucking stat guy if he's all he's gonna do is just twiddle his fucking thumbs in that corner?
You asked the question.
What stat was that supposed to
He's
look
stat
like?
guy.
God, a fucking stat guy hunter, and he's not doing stat guy stuff. What the fuck is this?
Fuck.
What's that? What's your question? You said you look like you had a question.
Oh yeah, so we're talking about like receiving like LT and then Le'Veon Bell, extending his career. Remember like in the old Maddens where people used to do that one route to the running back on the side and it would be like a touchdown every time?
Yeah, and then if you played someone who actually knew how to fucking play Madden, it never happened.
When I was hardcore playing Madden once upon a time, like that, I felt like that was the only play that was being ran against me. So I had to run a cover 3 with the corners, do
They cover the flat.
Yeah, cover
Yes,
the flat.
the blue zone. Because cover 2 doesn't fucking cover the zone anymore. Which doesn't make fucking sense, EA Sports. EA Sports. Here's a list of things you need to fix right the fuck now. And I'm talking to you now in this voice that's going to be very stern, you pieces of shit. Cover 2, Tampa 2, all those cover 2s. The fucking flat needs to be defended. What the fuck are you doing? What's the point of cover 2 if the flat is not defended? I don't fucking get it. No, safety's over the top high, the corners stay low.
But
Yeah, the corners above the flats.
No, that's 2-man. That's 2-man under. That's 1. Cover 2 needs to work. Tampa 2 needs to work. Number 2, why the fuck do you consistently fuck people who play franchise with all these fucking injuries? This is literally the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. I cannot go 4 plays in a row without there being an injury timeout. Who in the hell had the idea to have consistent injuries? I know offensive linemen never got hurt in Madden. I get that. Put that energy in the game. But why the fuck is D.D. Westbrook getting hurt while run blocking on plays where he has a bruised pec, comes back in, torn pec, next play? Why is that a thing?
Why is Baker Mayfield tearing his shoulder on a run play?
Why did I have 5 people go to fucking Chili's for baby back broken ribs in the same fucking game? Consistency is ridiculous, Madden. Get your shit together.
And meanwhile, Kamara has a dislocated hip. He's able to play the next week.
Yeah, what the
it's so
fuck? What the
inconsistent.
fuck is
Was
this?
No, wasn't it like a broken collarbone?
No, he had a
broken
dislocated hip.
collarbone.
Oh, he had a broken collarbone
That's
too.
right.
Came back.
His broken
Yeah.
collarbone. The injury that kept Aaron Rodgers out for like the whole season in real life last year.
He came
Able to
back
play
a
the
couple
next
plays
week.
after.
Listen,
Oh,
EA
that's
Sports. I'm a purchaser of your game every fucking year. I support everything you guys do. Here's some things I want to tell you. Support me. Support me and the people I play with. We make your game great again, and you're a
And let
fucking
us
pieces
play
of
with the
shit.
injured players online.
Let us.
I think
This is not
$60
fucking
for a
2K
game.
Sports. Let us play with the
Let me
fucking
play with
injured
them.
players. If I want to play with the fucking Chargers defense, I want to play with the starting fucking corner. I want to play with the starting fucking corner.
He's gonna rage quit, guys.
God
Well,
damn it!
Yeah, that was a rage quit.
He's gonna
And
rage
stop.
quit.
And if you're gonna call fucking pass interference in the fucking last play of a
God,
fucking playoff game, make sure you're consistently calling that shit for the first 4 fucking seasons.
If we only had a guy to pull up the stats of that game.
If only fucking stat guy did fucking something as I'm yelling, creating time to create space for him to look up stats.
I got stats.
Piece of shit. What stats you got on your screen right now?
All right, so next on our docket is the Khalil Mack trade.
That's not a stat.
No. So we're talking. We're talking about. I got his.
Part of
career
his
stats
job,
pulled
you
up.
got to run it down.
What? So, all right, we'll move on to the next thing. Fuck you, EA Sports. I still will buy your product, but make sure you fucking support me. Khalil Mack got traded. What is it? Last Saturday? Last Saturday to the Chicago Bears for what? 2 first-round picks. They got a second-round pick back and a fifth-round pick.
That's a lot.
Yeah. How bad did Oakland drop the ball?
You don't trade a player like that in his prime, and he's probably the second most talented linebacker that you see.
I think we had the discussion the other day where I think he's the single most
Yeah, he's
talented
there.
defensive
Yep.
player I've ever seen.
I think if he plays 3 more years like he's been playing, he's up.
The
to
man
Kelsey's
went
level.
all pro in 2 positions.
He got all
the
pro in
same
2 different
season.
positions.
Oh, yeah.
In the same
Outside
season.
linebacker, and
Defensive end and
end.
linebacker. The same season.
The same season.
No one's ever done that.
Nobody.
Steven, if you had
First
to, if
team
you had to
All-Pro.
compare Khalil Mack to any player you've seen in the 30-plus years of your life, who would you compare him to?
Ooh, that's a hard one. It's because of the style he plays.
It's really hard to do.
That's hard to do.
It's a very hard thing to do because
he's
I've
different.
spent a lot of time in my free time when I do nothing at work. I sit down and I think about this trade
Someone in our lifetime or all time?
You could say
in our lifetime and the
would
people
you say
you've actually
Junior,
seen.
Junior Seau? Would he be?
He's definitely a hybrid of 2 players.
He's a
Yeah.
hybrid of 2
Yeah.
positions. That's the problem. There was really
It's hard to compare him because he is the ultimate
you
combination
can
of
say
power
Jamarcus
and finesse.
Ware,
Yeah.
But
exactly.
He's one of the few people who has that unique
Sean
ability.
Merriman, his first 4 seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't heard that name in forever.
Lights out, kid. Lights fucking out.
Through 4 seasons, Khalil Mack has 40.5 sacks
That's absolutely ridiculous.
as a linebacker.
And all of those are on underperforming Raiders teams.
And
here's
last season and it was just like a setback year for him.
Yep. Here's the thing about him. 16 games played. 16 games played. 16 games played. 16 game played. Never missed a game in his career. As a defensive player, that is ridiculous. And you look at like J.J. Watt and how durable he is. He's not very durable. I mean,
And he's built like a motherfucker too.
He is.
He looks like he's all muscle and you just can't stay healthy.
Because they get touched the most. That when you're rushing the passer, you're getting blocked consistently, or running backs running into you, or you're getting cracked back by a receiver.
yeah, and Aaron Donald
That's hard to do.
was kind of doing the same thing last year. Until last year. He played 14 games last year. So he was on – like they're 2 very durable superstars, and they deserve the deals that they got. Oakland really messed up on the deal because he lost out on a player of a lifetime, really. Players like Khalil Mack don't come along every
Yeah,
year.
it's great because I think I was watching the Herd the other day. It was like Green Bay was a trade away from getting that.
Shout-outs. Shout-outs to Colin
Shout out to
Coward.
Hurd. Yeah, come on.
Shout-outs to Colin Coward.
Dude, I forgot his name. He was in the Green Bay Packers in the 60s and 70s. Like he was like the best defensive player. I forgot his name. But he was
We
supposed to be like.
we didn't watch.
We don't
If
talk
we
about
only
the
had a stats
60s.
We weren't
guy, we'd know
alive.
Who that player was?
Hey, I'll give Hunter the benefit of the doubt on that one. That was a random one that wasn't supposed to pop up.
No.
Well, in defense of the Raiders, this the only thing I have to say is that they weren't winning with them.
No, and their defense was terrible.
All right,
with
John
him, too.
Gruden.
Their defense
was terrible with him.
Yeah, no,
So it's only
absolutely.
going to get worse.
So now imagine if the Bears are in a division with the Vikings and the Packers.
And the Bears getting Khalil Mack already bolstered that young, rising defense.
It just depends on how they mesh together. So we'll
Do
see
they
how it goes.
do they position themselves to be a top 10 defense?
Later
Not
on, I think it's
this season.
I don't think it's this season.
Even with Khalil Mack, you don't think that just boosts them up?
It boosts them up significantly.
It'll boost
does.
them up, but
Absolutely.
But
It's still
takes
a young
time.
team.
Like the Legion of Boom took 2 years for them to mesh together. It took from like
it's
2011
a young
and then once
team
2013
and a new
came,
coach.
they kind of just meshed together.
Yes. So in years to come, with that young core that they have,
Roquan Smith is really good.
Dante
I like
Fowler,
Yeah, you got Roquan, Leonard Floyd.
Leonard Floyd. I'm sorry.
Leonard Floyd,
I
yeah,
get
you keep getting them
I
mixed
get
up.
Floyd and Fowler mixed up.
Yeah,
I don't
You
know.
keep getting them mixed up. Leonard Floyd is nice. Akeem Hicks.
Oh, I feel
Eddie
Todd
Jackson,
from fucking
they drafted last season.
from the fan calling in.
Hey, Mike.
While we're on the topic, hey, how you doing there, Mike Francesca? It's Todd here. I know you told me never to fucking call here again, but fuck you. Tomorrow's Friday, and this is fucking Spider-Man. How do you feel about Spider-Man?
I'm gonna hang up and listen.
Fucking Spider-Man! God, I can't wait for fucking Spider-Man.
Oh man.
I can't wait for tonight.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, dog.
Yeah, Fredo's leaving a little bit. He's got prior engagements that he's going to go fucking lock himself in a fucking room. We're going to keep recording, though. We're going to keep this show running and get the ball rolling. But I'm super...
I feel when I can pick up the laptop tomorrow to edit this audio, it's going to be like 3 hours long.
Hey, man,
Hey,
if it be that way, it'd be that way. I listened to 3 hours of Joe Budden's podcast at work yesterday, and that time fucking flew. And all it was an hour of him yelling at Eminem, and it was great.
Yeah, that's what, he's like, you haven't said anything the past 10 years.
He's correct.
Has anybody noticed that one vein that pops out of his temple?
Oh man.
Don't
he's
you
the
dare
best.
talk about my dad like that. Joe Budden's my fucking father.
Is that why you shake your head?
He just looks like he's like really
No.
thinking every time he like. He just looks like he's like thinking about like the worst thing in life every time he talks. Like he'll be talking about like a really nice subject, and he'll be like, "Man, I just had a really good day yesterday." And his like eyebrows scrunch up.
You wasn't outside for that?
Yeah.
You wasn't outside? What's next?
Picks.
Picks. All right.
So
Yeah, let's get Fredo out of here. He's gonna make his picks. We're gonna go week by week. We'll make our picks in a row, and we'll get you out of here as soon as we can fucking get you. All right, week one.
Yeah.
First game tonight, Atlanta, Philadelphia. Hunter, who do you got?
I got Atlanta winning tonight.
Steven.
I like the Falcons tonight.
Fredo.
I had the Falcons by a touchdown.
All right,
We're
he's
not doing
trying to get extra points, but
Yeah.
guess what, sir? You ain't getting none of that
No.
shit.
I'm new to this shit.
And
Who did Bill take?
I as well am going with the Dirty Birds.
No, so you know what that means.
sweep.
Dirty Birds.
4 of us took the Dirty Birds. That means they're gonna lose.
That means Philly's gonna win tonight.
Should I switch my pick to just have the Eagles?
Yeah. Hopefully Sarkisian won't call college plays. You know, like
No,
having a
yeah,
fullback
hopefully.
left by himself, and everybody knows he's
Yeah,
on the right.
I think 1 year under Sarkisian is going to be nice from that round. I don't think you adjust to an offensive coordinator in the first year, unless you're Kyle Shanahan. But.
Yeah, with Foles playing the way he's been playing, I don't know if he's going to be able to bounce back right away in this, especially with Atlanta getting better on their offensive front. Their defense also got better, but I don't think it's going to be enough to take it. It's going to be a close game, but I think Atlanta pulls it out.
The Eagles are getting it's the Super Bowl celebration. I think their emotions are going to be running a little high. So I think that's the reason why I'm picking the Falcons.
Before we go to the next one, Leonard Williams is on a Visa commercial, and my heart just dropped.
Hopefully it's
Call
not
me the
covered
biased
by
Jets
the
fan
next
you
year.
want. I'm fucking, yeah, whatever. Next game, Cincinnati, Indy. Who do we got? Steven.
I'm going to go with Marvin Lewis and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Before I ask next, is there any way possible Marvin Lewis gets fired this year?
No.
I I don't know what he's got to do.
He's had
I'm out of. There's no reason why he should be the second longest coach in the NFL right now. It's just I like Geno Atkins against this defense, the offensive line of the Colts. It's rough, but I wouldn't sleep on Cincinnati this year.
All right, Fredo, who do you got?
I have the Colts.
You going Indy?
Yeah, I'm going Indy.
Hunter.
I'm going to go Indy.
Ooh, all right. Well, you know what that means. Them Barreto boys are at it again. Going with Cincinnati.
Okay, so real quick before we move on from Marvin Lewis, out of 240 games in his coaching career, he is 125 and 112, so just above one.
Look at fucking stat guy over
just
there
above
grabbing
500.
stats.
Hey,
Just
Look at
above
this
500.
man.
so proud. Now, how many
But-
playoff wins is that?
How many playoff wins? 0. He's 0 for 7 in playoff wins.
All right, we got Buffalo, Baltimore. Fredo, who do you got?
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Going Baltimore too. Joe Flacco
Oh my
is.
God, if you don't
Great,
like
I'm glad you
Baltimore
fucking waited for your
this
turn,
week
Hunter.
against Nathan Peterman. You.
Oh yeah, Peterman's not good. If Peterman's starting,
Steven, I'm guessing you're going with Baltimore as well?
Oh yeah, the
sweet.
Ravens defense.
And we got another sweep there.
Unless Buffalo decides to pick on Brandon Carr.
Yeah.
But even Kelvin Benjamin is not fast enough to beat Brandon Carr. So
Yeah, I'm also going Baltimore.
Baltimore.
That's a clean sweep, ladies and gentlemen, on that one.
And now, if you're the only one that picks somebody, you're the Lone Ranger or something like that.
You stick to being the stat guy.
yeah, I want to be. No one wants to be the fucking Lone Ranger riding tornado.
Do we have a name for this? If you're the last person,
We'll
It has to be something
fucking
fun.
we'll figure it out. We spend enough time discussing things. We'll figure that shit
Figure it out
out.
before the end. Let's make this
Battle of
fun.
the NFC South. We got Tampa Bay versus New Orleans. Steven.
Oh, New Orleans. Who dat? Who dat nation?
Hunter.
I'm gonna go New Orleans on this one.
Fredo.
No brainer, New Orleans.
And we got another clean sweep, ladies and gentlemen. I am also going with New Orleans because they
They're
don't
playing against your
have
boy
Jameis the rapist.
they don't have the crab stealing, women raping, W
No,
eating.
rape and suspended for 3 games.
Allegedly. Remember?
All right.
Allegedly, so we.
Allegedly walked out of a fucking Publix with a bag of crab legs.
No, it wasn't allegedly.
Oh, I know. It fucking happened. Now we got a game that's going to affect one of the people on this little panel of fucking assholes. Houston Texans versus the New England Patriots. I'm going with Houston.
I'm going New England.
Of course you are.
I have to.
Steven.
I'm going the Patriots in a close, entertaining game again.
I am excited.
The
I
Fox
should say
Bowl.
that I am excited about how Deshaun Watson bounces back from an ACL tear.
I'm also
The
excited to
Patriots
see
defense is
how,
still trash.
not just Deshaun Watson, I'm interested to
But
see how
they'll-
Deshaun
they'll
Watson
figure it out.
and Tyrann Mathieu and J.J. Watt all come back and play.
Yeah, because they all got.
They all
rolling.
fucking got hurt last year. Fredo.
Patriots.
Gay.
So there's only one guy that's a Lone Ranger.
Yeah, I'm the
Get your
fucking
pistols out.
I'm the
Lone Ranger.
fucking pony rider over here.
Home on the range.
Where Dylan goes and picks the Texans. I'm never gonna do that again.
You
Yo, he's been so silent there.
man, I was about to make a Toy Story reference to this fucking piece of shit.
on the range.
There's a snake in my boot.
There's a snake in my boot.
All right, San Francisco 49ers and Jimmy G versus Kirky and the Minnesota Vikings. Hunter.
Vikings.
Steven.
Oh, I can't wait for Jimmy G to have a full season as a starting quarterback. Remember, 5 touchdowns, 7 interceptions last season.
So does that mean you're
The
taking
Vikings
Minnesota?
win this.
Fredo.
Since I'm an anti-NFC North week of Packers, roll 49ers.
You are the Lone Ranger,
Lone
my
Ranger.
good man.
You're the Lone
On the
Ranger.
range.
Yep.
I really don't want this to be a fucking thing, but it's catching on.
The Lone Ranger has to sing a
Bro,
song.
We're gonna get a fucking sheriff star. We're gonna pass it around.
Yes. No, a cowboy hat. Get a
No,
cowboy
no
hat.
fucking cowboy hats
It's
in
a
this
fucking
fucking
cowboy
place.
hat.
Go to the dollar store and get that little
Lone
shit.
Ranger has a saying, home on the range
The
zone.
Lone Ranger hat.
Home
Shit on the
on the
idea.
All right, we got a game. We got a new game,
Oh, God.
and this game is featuring the star of our favorite game here, Ryan Tanehill versus. We got Tennessee versus the Miami Dolphins. Steven.
Ooh.
The Tennessee Titans will pick off Ryan Tanehill twice and embarrass them. Tennessee.
Hunter.
All right, Mike Vrabel gets his first coaching win. I'm going with the Tennessee Titans.
Fredo.
Tennessee Titans just because of their powder blue uniforms.
No, they got new ones.
Oh, they do?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, come on, man.
Still, I'm going for Titans.
If this were part of the bracket in Ryan Tannehill versus, and we have to pick between Devil Dogs and Ryan Tannehill, I'm going with Devil Dogs all over again. Give me the Tennessee Titans.
You got to remember, they have no secondary, they have no corners, no linebackers, and a 200 and
Old-ass defensive lineman?
Derrick Henry way.
Yep.
All right.
Where's the
There's only
And Ndamukong Suh is now on the Rams.
Rams.
Oh, okay.
He signed a 1-year, $14 million deal with the Rams.
All right. Jacksonville Jaguars versus New York Football Giants. Steven, I have a feeling I know where you're going.
Well, not because of the hate, but I'm going Jacksonville because the Giants have to face that defense and the defensive line with their crappy offensive line still.
Look, this is probably my most. There's two games I'm really looking forward to watching. Jacksonville, New York Giants is one of the games I want to watch because I want to see how Odell Beckham is gonna bounce back from his injury, but also deal with as physical of a corner as Jalen Ramsey is. That's gonna be prime time matchup.
I think they're gonna put Bouye on them.
I think they're gonna switch around on him, but I know Jalen's gonna want that.
Jalen is going to want that. I think it's going to be Jalen versus Odell.
That's the premier matchup at wide receiver and corner.
Yep.
Those two dudes are polarizing as shit.
Jalen Ramsey also.
We're all going Jacksonville?
I know I'm going
You can
Jacksonville.
all go Jacksonville. They have a chance because we don't know. what
Home
Blake
on the
Bortles
range.
is
I'm
gonna
going to pick the
do.
Giants.
We don't. You're picking the Giants.
I'm going to go the Giants.
You're gonna go
Yeah,
Giants, so
the
you're
one
all
thing I'm
Rangers,
scared to
first
see,
thing
the
you
Giants-
Pat Shurmur, I like Pat Shurmur.
The Giants could easily win this game if their offensive line holds up.
Yep.
If their offensive line
And they
falls
added
apart,
Nate Solder, so they have a legitimate left tackle this year. You got Saquon coming in. I don't know how Saquon's going to be.
I don't trust Eli.
Eli doesn't really.
Eli's going to do everything he needs to do to not lose the game.
Yeah, that's all he has to do.
That's all he has to do. He has to be a game manager at this point in his career, but he can't be a game manager
You
if he's on
have
his
to
fucking
let
back.
You have to let Blake Bortles beat you.
That's
Yeah.
at this point the only way the Giants are going to win is if their offensive line holds up and Blake is Blake.
Because
Yep.
let me tell you something about the AFC South. Half the AFC South has no receivers, and the other half has no offensive line.
Accurate.
Next game, Pittsburgh Steelers versus Cleveland Browns. I don't think you do.
I don't think you do.
This is probably
I
the
don't
most
think you do.
entertaining game of the day.
This is,
Last
I
season
think,
was entertaining as hell.
Set it up real
when they
quick.
opened the season.
You have a motivated Browns team, and then you have a Pittsburgh Steelers team that is in shambles right now because they have
and divided.
They are divided right now because
Their
Le'Veon
best
Bell-
player is
Their best
just
player's
picked
sitting
picked me over
And
we.
the
All
Browns
best player
team
in
has players on them.
second best in some people's eyes.
right,
But I still think Pittsburgh's going to win.
Probably
But it's going to be close.
the best receiving, probably one of the best receiving corps in the team, and one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL ever. So I'm going to Steelers.
okay.
Even without a running back.
The Browns also have a no-joke receiving core
And a great defense.
and a good
They have a
But will
great
Josh
defensive
Gordon
line.
play?
I think they-
Will Josh Gordon play? I think he does.
However, I think I'm gonna pick the Browns on this one, but I think if James Conner steps up and he's like what people are saying he's been in training camp in the preseason, the Steelers will win. But I'm gonna go Browns on this one.
Steven, where are you going?
I'm going with Steelers. It's going to be entertaining, but Steelers. Tony toe tap.
I'm going with America's team, Cleveland.
There we go.
Kansas City Chiefs versus Los Angeles Chargers. I'm going to take this one. I'm going with the Chargers.
I will also go with the Chargers.
Chargers just because I don't know who's on either team.
Well, let me tell you what. That Kansas City secondary that lost everybody.
It is
gonna have
terrible.
A rough time covering all those receivers.
They traded Marcus
Heads
Peters
up,
and
if you have
Allen.
Keenan Allen and Phillip Rivers in any of your fantasy leagues, ladies and gentlemen, that's the matchup to exploit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, well, guess who has that? I do. Hi.
The Chiefs are gonna have to toss the ball all year to keep up with that defense because that defense is just gonna give up points and points.
Well, that's why
Eric
they got-
Berry's also out with a heel injury right now. And
So
and
if
it's serious.
you load up on the Chargers offensively, defensively is another story, but they got two young pass rushers in Gordon and Bosa.
Yep.
Denzel Perryman from the U in the middle. Their secondary is still good, even though they lost a corner, but it's decent. Their other corners are good.
Does he mean Melvin Ingram and Joey Bosa, not Gordon and Bosa?
Oh, Ingram. Thank you, stat
Thank
guy.
you, stat guy.
There we go.
All right. We got another game here that's going to affect one of the people on this ballot here. Dallas Cowboys versus Carolina Panthers.
Ooh.
Steven, you're the Cowboys fan.
This game right here is a tale. Basically, it's the same team. The same defense. If Kuechly's out, their defense is shit. If Sean Lee's out, their defense is shit. But I'm going with the Panthers and Greg Olsen to beat them.
Well, I thought you were having a stroke in the beginning of your conversation but I'm also going with Carolina. Zeke is going to do what he does. Dak is going to struggle early with all these new receivers, not playing in preseason, getting to build a relationship.
Well, they don't have receivers, but Dallas always struggles against the tight end.
Yeah, well, if Dak would have played with this receiving core in the preseason to develop some type of chemistry a little more, I could possibly see myself picking Dallas. But without that, there's no way for me to see that. If, like you said, if Kuechly's healthy, that defense is strong, and I don't see anything
It's the same
changing.
thing in reverse. Sean Lee's healthy, and the defense is strong.
Oh, exactly. But I think Carolina's offense being what they are, consistent, well, Carolina will pull it out. Fredo, who are you going with?
Carolina has a better tight end.
Panthers, because Cam Newton's my guy.
Hunter.
I'm going to go with the Panthers on this one.
All right. We got another clean sweep. Washington Redskins versus the Arizona Cardinals.
Oh.
There's no way the Cardinals win this game.
Who is starting at quarterback for the Cardinals?
It's going to be Bradford.
Sam Bradford.
Oh, Bradford?
Yep.
Oh,
Josh Rosen will be sitting.
Who are we going with, Steven?
Redskins.
Hunter.
I'll be going with the Redskins.
Fredo.
I don't know who's on either team, but since everybody picked the Redskins, I'm gonna go with the Redskins.
You gotta be the Lone Ranger on this one.
We're gonna assign Fredo some homework tonight.
Yep.
He's gonna have to do some work to learn
Well,
this.
it's Alex Smith's debut with his new team. He likes throwing the tight ends.
If you have Jordan Reed, that's also a good
Jordan
matchup
Reed,
for you.
Vernon Davis. They got Paul Richardson. Don't sleep on Paul Richardson this year. And Adrian Peterson.
Former Super Bowl matchup: Seattle versus Denver.
Oh,
I'm going to go Seattle.
I'm taking Denver.
we know. My brother has a deep hatred for the Seattle.
No, I don't have a deep
why.
hatred for Seattle. I think their offensive line didn't get much better, and I think Von Miller and Chubb are going to wreak havoc.
I'm taking the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah. No, Seattle. Lone Ranger.
Lone Ranger.
Home on the range.
There's a snake in my boot.
You already know what I'm gonna pick for the next one. You're gonna have to ask me.
Yeah, we already know. It's Effect Fredo, and he's picking the Green Bay Packers. Chicago at Green Bay. Steven.
Khalil Mack, is he playing this game?
What?
Is Khalil Mack playing?
From what I understand, yes.
Oh, then I'm still going with Green Bay.
Hunter.
I'm going to go Green Bay.
I am also going Green Bay.
Sweet. Bring out the brooms.
Now we're at the last two games. Monday Night Football. New York Jets at Detroit. I'm taking my Jets. I think we pull this out by 2 scores.
Jets, just because I'm looking forward to seeing Homeboy, the rookie quarterback, throw some touchdowns.
These 2 Monday night games are always weird. The first Monday night games of the year, every year. I think the Jets are going to win this game.
I'm going to go with the Lions on this one. I'm going to be the Lone Ranger.
Lone Ranger.
Home on the range.
All right. And then we got the only team I think is going to make... I didn't pick an AFC team for the Super Bowl, but I did pick an NFC team for the Super Bowl. The Los Angeles Rams versus the Oakland Raiders. So I'm taking the Rams.
So you're saying the Raiders
The Rams.
and the Rams?
No, I said I didn't pick an AFC team, but I picked the Rams for the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
So I'm
It's Raiders versus
I'm
Rams.
picking the Rams.
Rams.
Steven.
We're going to go Aaron Donald and the Rams.
Fredo.
Honestly, as I know both teams are pretty solid.
No,
No,
they're
there's
not.
actually,
they're
not
not.
anymore.
Not anymore?
Not anymore. They got rid of Khalil Mack.
Oakland did get Jordy Nelson,
When Bruce Irvin is your best pass rusher, you're in trouble.
I don't know.
If it was Bruce Irvin 4 years ago, then maybe. But
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, this is one. So for some reason, I guess I have sentimental value towards Jordy Nelson, but I like that receiving core a little bit, and I still believe in Derek Carr. So
Lone Wolf, Lone Ranger.
And then in the 80s, the Raiders.
On the Raiders.
So I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
All right, so let's see. We have one. Fredo's got one Lone Ranger.
I gotta have at least like one or two.
Probably like two.
He's got two.
Nice.
Fredo's got two Lone Rangers. Hunter has.
Can't believe we're going with this.
Come on, stat guy Dylan, let's go.
Hey, I have to run through my fucking the tail of the tape over here. Yeah,
Well,
I'm not
between-
doing this right now.
Yeah,
We'll do this later.
Yeah. So
I dropped out of college. Fuck
we
off.
are
We all
also
did.
making our MVP picks, offensive player of the year, defensive player of the year, most improved player, and then we'll make our Super Bowl picks.
Okay.
I want you to come back for that next week. I'll make that part of my personal homework.
Okay.
And
All right, so
You're
we'll
going to
have
leave,
do it.
so before you leave, let's give you some homework. Steven, do you have anything you want Fredo to look at to help him learn more about the game of football?
Yeah, other teams.
Yes.
Well,
you brought up
well,
a defensive
fuck.
player from the '60s
Well,
on the
fuck.
Packers.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I have a suggestion. I was talking to Dylan about it. Go on YouTube and watch A Football Life. Those things will teach you everything about like some like aspects of like some teams, like Danian Tomlinson. You could go on YouTube. It's
Yeah, because I have
free for now.
I have knowledge of football. The last knowledge I have of football that I still carry with me is when I was in high school and before. Like I know basic plays. I know the players from that time. It's just from 2012 to now. I don't know any of the new players. I don't know any of the new lineups. I don't know any of the new schemes.
You don't understand the game.
Dylan,
have
who
it-
was
you
the
don't
MVP
have
in
it-
2011?
Who was the MVP in 2011?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Is it Cam?
No.
How many years ago was that? Oh, 7 years ago. Math. Oh, God, I'm struggling. I work with numbers on a daily basis.
Aaron Rodgers, 2011.
Yeah, I can't.
2012, it was Adrian Peterson.
I would have gotten that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't care.
2010, Tom.
I remember individual plays and games that happened 10 years ago, but I can't remember who the fuck.
No, yeah. I mean, if you follow along like that, then you'll be able to know. Like,
Yeah. Because I have been looking up like numbers lately and seeing. Even though Dylan against me watching highlights.
I don't think you should watch highlights. I think highlights don't show you the whole thing. They're isolated incidents.
You have
Highlights
to
are,
watch the games. Like, the highlights just show you, the scoring thing, but they don't.
well, I'll be going on
the
vacation
rest
soon.
of
You can
it.
come by here and watch some football, and we'll do that. If you don't have HBO Go, my thing.
I have HBO.
Okay, watch Hard Knocks.
Okay.
Watch Hard Knocks. Understand the game of football. See it on a base level from coordinators and how the players are individual.
Yeah, I was looking for something new to watch anyways.
Watch Hard Knocks. There's 4 or 5 episodes.
ESPN 30 for 30, watch those.
ESPN 30 for 30, the U.
The U.
Do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do it.
The U part 1 and part 2.
Do it.
Because I have watched last game's too.
Mike and Mad Dog, too.
No. Watch the U.
It's
Watch
a
the U and the U
different-
part 2.
Mike and Mad Dog.
Mike and Mad Dog's also good.
It's a good one.
That'll probably help you out when it comes to us doing our thing.
Yep.
Seeing all the broadcasting stuff and see that stuff. That shit was awesome. So that's definitely a solid recommendation.
Even if you watch some CBS broadcasts this year and you're listening to Tony Romo, it's really helpful.
That motherfucker's
yeah,
the
if
best
you watch the Tony
broadcaster in
Romo
sports.
Game, you will know a lot of stuff.
You
Because
will
I
have
heard,
a lot of
I
knowledge.
heard something where Tony Romo, like he can tell what plays is gonna happen
Yeah.
by the formation.
Lynch is
Tony
running the
Romo
ball.
can tell
Lynch
you what they're
runs the
gonna
ball
run.
to the
Well,
right.
Steven, how long was Tony Romo a quarterback in the National Football League?
Come on, stat guy, Steven.
You're the Cowboy fan while Hunter looks up the stats.
What did you say?
How long was Tony Romo a quarterback in the National Football League?
I would say maybe like from 2004
Oh, there you go.
2004 to whenever it was, 2017.
2016?
2016.
12 years. 12 years of being a quarterback in the National Football League. You are able to tell that stuff. But
I accidentally put in Tony Homo stats
Jesus Christ, I almost died. Fredo, we'll see you next week. Thank you for coming by and participating in the conversation. We will hold down the forts without you, sir. Cool. So let's do the Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, MVP, and then Super Bowl picks. That sound good?
Yep, go ahead.
Steven, who you got as Defensive Player of the Year? Good talk.
Are you alive, Steven?
Steven? Did we lose you?
It's not gonna sound like this, is it?
What the fuck just happened?
Did he hang up?
Steven? Steven? Steven?
Still there.
Oh, muted. Steven?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, shit. There we go. Oh, hold up. Let me unplug this. Let's see if it's still muted. Okay. Now unmute it.
Okay,
There we go.
Good?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's get the time.
Time is... Where the fuck are
No. Sit down.
52:54.
All right.
All right.
So reintroduce like the...
All right, sorry about that, guys. Had a little bit of some difficulties. I got a fucking phone call from my fucking fiance. And then Fredo left and got interrupted. So we are going to continue on with our Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year,
Rookie of the Year. Yep.
Offensive and Defensive MVP, and Super Bowl picks. So, Steven, who do you got for Defensive Player of the Year?
Aaron Donald. Probably the easiest one.
That's, yeah. Hunter.
I'm going to go Aaron Donald.
If healthy, I'm going with J.J. Watt.
I knew it.
I would like to change my pick.
Okay.
If the Chargers are going as far as everybody...
Joey Bosa.
Joey
I'm
Bosa.
changing it to Joey Bosa.
Joey Bosa.
Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely.
Pick a person that wears 99, why don't you?
Yep. Offensive Player of the Year, I'm going to go Todd Gurley.
Steven?
I'm going to go Christian McCaffrey.
Really?
North Turner, man. North Turner knows what to do with running backs.
I'm going to go with Deshaun Watson as Offensive Player of the Year.
Offensive Player of the Year, Deshaun Watson?
Deshaun Watson.
What do you got for Offensive Rookie of the Year?
I'll go first. And he is a quarterback for the New York Jets, Sam Darnold.
Steven, who do you got?
Ooh. I'm going to go Sam Darnold, too.
I think it's a quarterback award whenever the quarterbacks actually play, so I'll go Sam Darnold, too.
Absolutely. That makes my heart filled with joy. I love every minute of it, and I love Joy Taylor.
All right, who do we got for Defensive Rookie of the Year? I'm going to go Roquan Smith.
That one's
I'll
rough.
go Derwin James.
You know what?
On the
I'm going to go
Chargers.
defensive back. I'm going to go Denzel Ward.
Denzel Ward?
Denzel Ward.
It's a good pick. Most Improved Player.
Steven, can I say it, or do you want to say it?
Well, say it. Say what? Say it. What are you going to say?
He's the star of our favorite game show.
He is not going to win that fucking award. I don't even remember who the hell was going to say. I don't even remember who the hell I was going to say now. I'm upset.
You said most improved, right?
Yep.
Damn, what was I going to say?
Um,
Oh, I can't remember.
I'll make my pick and I'll see if it triggers down on you guys or trickles down. JJ Watt.
He can't win that award.
is
He
it
has
most
nothing
improved
to
or
do
is
was
that
out.
comeback player?
He was best comeback. Right, best comeback.
Comeback player of the year?
Yeah, comeback player of the year, which is like the most improved
Okay.
in basketball terms, I guess. I guess I was going in basketball terms. But,
Andrew Luck.
So you're going to say Andrew Luck.
Yes.
with.
Andrew Luck, it'll take him like 4 weeks to get into it. By the end of the season, he'll be in the correct physical shape.
All right. Steven, who do you got?
You know what? Eli.
Eli Manning?
Oh, that's a very good pick.
Wow.
Coming from the man who doesn't believe in Eli.
Now we're down to the award we're looking for, MVP.
Oh boy.
You want me to make my pick?
Yeah, go ahead and make your pick.
I'm going to pick the quarterback of the New Orleans Saints, Drew Brees.
Ooh, that's a good one. You know what? I'm going to go on a limb here. I'm going to pick the first running back to win the award since 2012. I'm going Todd Gurley.
Todd Gurley, wow. Steven goes last.
The
best for last.
Best for last. I'm gonna cop out.
Dak Prescott.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah. This is the most easiest pick, but I'm gonna cop out and go with Aaron Rodgers.
Now, Super Bowl picks, we should go AFC and NFC. So first we'll go NFC.
Steven, who are you picking since you went last?
The NFC, I'm gonna, I'm going to New Orleans Saints.
The New Orleans Saints for the NFC.
Mark Ingram come back from suspension. They got Kamara, and they can run the offense how they do. They also signed Meredith. They got Michael Thomas, Drew Brees, the Dome. Who dat?
We already know who I'm picking. I'm taking the Rams. That defense is going to be enough to carry them through some games. I'm not saying their offense isn't high-powered. That defense is going to be the deciding factor. Adding Peters and Talib on top of adding Sue, that's rough. That's rough. And then adding Brandon Cooks on offense. Jared Goff's going to have a field day because he already loves throwing to Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp. Get him a deep set receiver that's not slow like Sammy Watkins. He'll be good. He'll be doing real good.
The only reason why I wouldn't pick the Rams is because I think you're giving a young coach a lot of weapons and a lot of personality. I don't know how he's going to handle the locker room or if they even mesh together, so I'd love to see a game.
The way I look at it before you give your pick,
Go.
They were only a couple plays away from even making it past the first round anyway.
They do have Wade Phillips, but Wade Phillips knows how to deal with him. He's had to leave in Denver, so...
They have guys on that team who've done it before.
I want to see Jared Goff take over games.
Which I think we're going to see this year.
I want to see it happen.
It's the only natural step of progression.
He doesn't necessarily have to, it's not on him to beat teams. He's got Gurley.
Yeah,
the way McVay fucking calls plays, I just like how he calls plays.
Yeah, my pick will make Alfredo happy. I'm going to go with the Packers.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, I think the Packers are going to get a home playoff game in some sort as like a 1 or 2 seed, and I think once you go to once one of these teams actually goes to Lambeau Field, I don't think they're going to be able to pull it off. I don't think there's a lot of young quarterbacks in the NFC, and I don't think, especially Kirk Cousins, like say if the Vikings, well, the Vikings wouldn't really have to if unless they got like the 5 or 6 seed, but yeah, I don't think Jared Goff is going to be able to go into Lambeau and be able to win a game. I think Drew Brees would, but Drew Brees is also a dome quarterback, so.
I don't like that pick because I don't trust their defense.
I think they drafted 2 really good corners this year. I like Josh Jackson a lot. I think he's like 6'2" out of Iowa. I like him a lot.
Yeah, you're betting on rookie corners.
And that can get you beat.
I'll put it on him.
That can get you beat. All right, AFC. Hunter, you go first since you went last.
All right, yeah, AFC. I'm gonna also cop out and pick the Patriots. I don't know. Yeah, I just gotta pick the Patriots.
This fucking guy's a homer.
Unless they,
unless another team
proves
a fucking homer.
Proves me wrong. Otherwise, I'm gonna pick the
fucking
Patriots.
homer. Look at this guy. It's hard to pick a team in the AFC for me. I have such a hard time picking because there's
Don't pick the team I'm gonna pick.
There's 4 teams I really want to pick.
Don't pick the team I'm gonna pick.
2 2 of them are in the NFC South or the AFC South. One of them's in the AFC West.
Don't pick the team.
And I really don't want to make it Battle of Los Angeles, but I'm going to make it Battle of Los Angeles.
Oh my god!
Oh wow!
The Los Angeles Chargers versus Los Angeles Rams in the Super Bowl. Defensive Player of the Year Joey Bosa and Melvin Ingram going in to face 2 other top 2 Defensive Player of the Year candidates in Aaron Donald and Sue. That's going to be a defensive fucking showdown. I think it's going to be Philip Rivers' first Super Bowl.
You picked the same team I picked. The Chargers. They have the receivers. They got Keenan Allen. They got Tyrell Williams.
Mike Williams,
who didn't really play last year.
Travis Benjamin.
And
And they brought back Antonio Gates.
I still like that team.
That defense is going to be something to reckon with. They'll be a top 5 defense this year. I think that the Beretta boys are out again.
They just need a kicker.
So he picked the Chargers.
He picked the Chargers. I picked the Chargers. You picked New England. The only problem is if the Chargers run New England, I'm fucking scared.
Sure, I like the old who replaced who? Drew Brees, former quarterback of the Chargers, against Philip Rivers.
All right. Who wins that game, Steven?
I want to go with the Superchargers.
So we both picked the Chargers to win the Super Bowl.
I think if it came down to the Chargers and the Rams, I would have to go the Chargers. So but I would, if I was picking New Orleans versus the Patriots. Yeah, I'm gonna pick the Patriots to win the Super Bowl. So
yeah, no, I wouldn't pick the Patriots in any of these NFC scenarios.
I would only pick them versus the Saints.
You would really pick them over the Saints?
I would. Yeah, I would. I would pick them versus the Saints. I think Sean Payton would do some things that Doug Peterson did last year.
Peterman.
Whatever. Doug Peterson did last year in the Super Bowl. And Sean Payton's been in the league for a long time, so I think it'd be an interesting game. I think it'd be a classic. I think we finally deserve a Tom Brady, Drew Brees Super Bowl. Or, in the case of you guys,
you
deserve
picked the Packers.
a Phillip Rivers going to the Super Bowl.
We deserve Philip Rivers going to the Super Bowl. Philip Rivers is the best quarterback in that draft class, and he's been robbed so many times.
We got robbed from a Drew Brees, Tom Brady Super Bowl last year, though.
I thought you picked the Packers to go to the Super Bowl, though.
It should have been.
All right. Do we have anything else?
I mean, do you guys have any last minute thoughts on this game tonight?
No.
I'm interested to see Calvin Ridley.
I am too.
I'm interested to see how he adapts the NFL game, in the game speed. See what routes he's going to end up running, what he's going to do to get open. I'm interested to see how he's going to play the physical Eagles defense.
Yeah, I'm also. I think I'm more. I think I'd love to see how the Eagles kind of adapt to the high emotion of winning a Super Bowl. If they're if they're going to come off a Super Bowl hangover where they just won it, and now they're like, oh, we got to play another season again. They do have the defensive line and the defense to really take over, really any game. I'd love to see how Nick Foles plays in the absence of Carson Wentz. But if he's able to play great, I think the Eagles are going to do fine. But I think if he struggles, Carson Wentz is going to come back from a torn ACL. I think he's going to struggle too. I think he's going to struggle coming back. But I'd love to see. I'd love to see that.
Any last thoughts, Steven?
No, not really.
Thanks for the input.
Winners,
yeah. Last minute thoughts. I have some last minute thoughts on the Texans Patriots games. The game. I'm really interested to see how Deshaun Watson comes back from a torn ACL because he was really tearing up the league last year. I would love to see how he comes back.
I'm interested in seeing how they're going to use Tyrann Mathieu. I really want to see how HB is going to impact the game on defense. If they're going to start moving him around, maybe drop him on a number one, maybe actually just put him on Gronk and see how he's going to cover that.
Mm-hmm.
How J.J. Watt's going to come back and play and actually pair with, because I've been waiting to see a J.J. Watt full season for the last, 4 fucking seasons?
Yep.
And
J.J. Watt, Whitney Merciless, and Jadeveon Clowney.
I've been waiting to see that forever, since Jadeveon Clowney was fucking drafted, and I've been robbed of it every year. The Houston Texans are a dark horse pick of mine.
Yeah.
They're the team I think, if healthy, can reach the AFC Championship game.
I think if Deshaun Watson was healthy last year, I think they could have went to the Super Bowl. He was on such a streak. He had 1,700 passing yards in 7 games, 19 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. He was on pace for
Stat
40.
guy Hunter coming clutch.
He was on pace for about 40 passing touchdowns. He also had 269 rushing yards.
Oh my God! Look at Hunter with the fucking
7 games.
numbers.
7.5 yards a carry.
Rush for his life.
Stat boy Hunter coming in clutch with the stats. Don't worry, next week we're going to debut You're Fucking Wrong, where we're going to re-listen to this and correct Hunter on all the stats he missed.
I think I'm 100% on this one because I tried not saying anything unless I was looking at a stat. And here's another one. A 103 passer rating.
Hey.
As a rookie, through 7 games, he was tearing up the NFL.
Skip Bayless's favorite stat. QBR.
He was a monster, man.
Let me correct you right now. When I asked you what stat you had on the board earlier, you said Clumetry. That's not a fucking stat. You're wrong.
No. You said what other ones? I was going to say, we're going to talk about the Cleomac trade. I got his stats.
Yeah, but you fucked that up, huh?
Yeah.
You fucking piece
Let's
of
talk
shit.
about Deshaun Watson's defensive stats. He has 2 tackles last year.
Man, he's so good, right?
serious?
Yeah, Defensive Player of the Year, Deshaun Watson.
Steven, what's Deshaun Watson's tackle in Madden?
I don't know. I didn't look at that this year.
I did. I was waiting to see if there was another fucking quarterback with the second highest tackle.
I looked at the tackles, and I didn't see a quarterback up there this year.
In all fairness, Jay Cutler does need to have a good tackle.
Yep.
I'm still waiting on my paycheck, EA.
Wait, here's some personal stuff that's going to be going down.
Here we go.
Me and Steven are going off in the NFC championship game in Madden right now, and I just beat Dylan in the divisional round.
We've already
on a
discussed
pass
this.
interference. He returned a field goal for a touchdown.
I did
at the
return
end
a
of the
field
first
goal.
half,
Broke
and
5
he was
tackles.
Flipping out. He was up 13-0. I came out second half, scored 14 straight points.
Okay, so let's get this out straight before Hunter starts
Here we
trying to
go.
shit on me for the whole fucking game. Hunter came out and he adjusted accurately and correctly. He made great plays, but he made so many mistakes in this game.
Too many mistakes.
Too many mistakes in this game for me to lose the game on a fucking pass interference call that they haven't called on
he
me.
made the
I should
at
say this.
all.
I should say this. 2 years in a row, you left under a minute left for Baker Mayfield on the clock, and he kind of came down. Never leave under a minute left for Baker Mayfield again, because he's going to make you pay
the
for it.
biggest mistake Hunter made in that game was winning.
Yep. Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh,
we got some brazy takes going on here.
Remember who knocked you out last year, right?
Homeboy's bringing that South Florida heat up here with him. God damn. You're just going to let him talk that shit, Hunter?
Nobody's
I said,
hurt this time.
well, I mean,
In all
just remember
fairness,
who knocked you out last
Hunter
year.
did walk into a Super Bowl the way the Warriors won their fucking first ring with all these injuries, so.
Oh, yeah. And I was going to stack up, too. I was going to trade for Myles Garrett, and I was going to have Myles Garrett, Leonard Williams. I have Marcus Peters. I have a really good defense.
Yeah, I was robbed 2 years in a row.
And Dylan made some trades, so he's got this year and next year to win a Super Bowl. But if he doesn't win it after that, he's going to be capped.
Yeah, I'm being cap hell. I'm being cap
Try
hell.
buying a Super Bowl.
Hey, you know what? I have one more year of this to make it happen. I'm not signing Gary and Conley because of the pass interference call. So, you,
I thought it
sir.
was Artie Burns.
Oh no, Artie Burns. Sorry, no. I think it was 21. It wasn't 25. It was 21.
Whatever your best corner is, it should have been on. You should have been on Will Fuller.
Yeah, I didn't have enough time to make the adjustment when it happened because I had Tyrann Mathieu on Tyreek Hill
All I
the
know,
whole game.
Tyreek Hill was knocked out in the second quarter.
Yeah, I don't remember that. I don't remember when it
And
happened.
you said, I only have one. You were like, no, I only
Well, the
got
thing
to
is,
spotlight one guy.
so you never really ran streaks. So
No, because I wanted to save it.
yeah, you never really ran streaks, and I knew the speed of your receivers, and my corners are fast. I also didn't expect that motherfucker to just get toasted like that.
Yeah, he got toasted, and then it would have been a catch if he didn't hold on. So, I mean, I guess it was just like the...
I would have rather given up the touchdown
Yeah.
to give me some time, and I still would have had timeouts.
You were up by
He was
1
smart.
point. I think you were up
Caught that play.
2 points. You were up 16-14. I went, kicked a field goal. I won by 1 point.
Yeah, 16-14, I had 2 timeouts at that point.
This is the Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield rivalry that's been going on.
It's the fucking Madden fucking me with injuries. EA fucking Sports. Fix your shit. How do I have in one game, I get an abdominal tear with Nelson Aguilar. I fucking lose, Saquon Barkley?
Yep.
And I lost Muhammad Wilkerson in literally succession. No, in the playoff game last year, too.
Oh, yeah, in the playoff game.
The playoff game last year, I lost all those motherfuckers in one game, in succession. It's ridiculous.
What was the game where you passed it and you were going to tie it, and then your tight end had the foot out of bounds?
Oh, man, that was a regular season game. That's when Evan Ingram was hurt.
Yeah.
Because Evan Ingram gets hurt every year, Sam Darnold gets hurt every year, Saquon Barkley gets hurt every year, Muhammad Wilkerson gets hurt every year.
Come on,
do I have to keep doing? Oh, my left tackle gets hurt every 3 games. My right tackle gets hurt every 3 games. EA Sports. I'm gonna fucking find someone who works there, and I'm going to
complain is like, oh, everybody's not getting hurt all the time.
Y'all are not answering your Twitter.
Williams was out for 6 games. He came back the first play back. He gets injured out another 6 games.
You also have Joe Mixon who likes to break stuff.
He likes to tear his ACL.
Yeah, he's torn his ACL twice.
Partial ACL tear, and then he had a broken ribs. So.
Yeah, whoever the fuck runs the EA Madden Twitter, fucking find me and fight me. I'm sick of this shit.
By the way, why does it feel like it's set at 80?
What?
What'd you say? He's gone.
Good speak.
Good talk.
Ooh.
Good talk.
I'm gonna hang up now.
We asked you what you said.
Oh, I thought you were talking to Jaden.
No, we're talking to you.
Oh, the injury's at 40.
Yeah, it's not even like they're fucking high.
It feels like it's at 80.
Can you imagine what it's like at 50?
Why the fuck is Sam Darnold still only a 74 overall, Madden?
Are you serious?
Why the fuck? Let's get this real. Let's get this going. I got the mic all the way to my fucking mouth right now. I'm talking to you real smooth. Like,
angry little boy here.
This is fucking ridiculous. Do not disrespect the best quarterback prospect in this fucking draft by giving him a fucking quarterback rating lower than Lamar Jackson and Baker Mayfield.
Those games don't count, so.
He's the only one going to be fucking playing this year because he actually won a fucking job. He's fucking ridiculous.
New York fans kind of just had like a wild orgasm after the first preseason game.
He played well. Did he not play well?
I mean, I think Teddy Bridgewater played well overall.
No, yeah, absolutely, and I never took that away from him. I gave Teddy Bridgewater every bit of respect, but I also knew Teddy Bridgewater was on his way out as soon as he came in. He was brought in to bring the best out of Darnold. At first, he was brought in to be the quarterback, and then they realized that fucking Sam Darnold fucking fell to them.
They still should sit him out.
You know what? Stat Guy Hunter is going to be wrong. I found one flaw. I said.
Uh-oh.
All right. When I made the Super Bowl picks, I looked at the Saints, and I meant to put the Packers. So I was trying to do an Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, but I said Drew Brees, Tom Brady, Super Bowl. So
if you heard me the whole time, I was saying you picked the Packers. But you picked the Packers.
Ooh, yeah, you're fucking wrong, buddy.
You're wrong. You're wrong about your own pick, and you didn't hear me the whole time. Didn't you pick the Packers?
You fucking
I did
clown.
pick the Packers. That's right.
Yeah. You're fucking wrong, stat guy.
Wait, who picked the Saints?
Steven picked the Saints.
All right, I thought I picked the Saints because I was like,
you picked the fucking Packers. You literally gave a speech about how you were going to fucking suck off Fredo and pick the Packers.
Yeah, suck off Fredo.
You're like, oh, Fredo, come in here with your fucking hairy nipples, fucking weirdo. Stop taking your shirt off, Fredo, you fucking freak.
I can't wait for the winter podcast where we add.
Who knows? Maybe he'll still take off his shirt. He's wearing a fucking sweater all the goddamn time. That fucking hairy beast. He fucking made me cut his back hair once. It was fucking gross. He's like, hey, yo, man. He's like, hey, yo, man, I need your help. I can't reach my back. And I was like, all right, I guess I'll fucking do this. Friend, that's what happens when you're fucking friends.
Wow.
That's what happens when you're fucking friends. Steven, don't act like you've never cut another man's back hair.
Yeah, we should actually have this Madden talk on the podcast more often because our league is so interesting.
Our league is very interesting.
It's very interesting.
We're going to fucking keep going. Well, how much time do we got on here?
It's always interesting.
What do we got? We're at an hour and 60 minutes. Fuck it, let's keep it going. Let's fucking Madden talk. Madden talk.
You know what we should do? We should actually, and this is just
a subsidiary podcast within a podcast within the Jump Shot Therapy name?
Well, I think we should. I think on the podcast we should have a Madden podcast where we kind of like recap a season or recap what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
And post our rosters. You know, like we could post it on our Twitter account.
Oh shit, that's actually a very good idea.
That's a good.
God, man, good thing we brought Hunter on for fucking something because he's goddamn mediocre at fucking looking up stats. Holy shit.
Wow, he's going.
You know what? We all have laptops. We should all be looking up stats. But
my laptop died 25 minutes ago. After we did the fucking stats, mine died. Jade, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. We should actually post our rosters.
Hey.
You know, post what's happening, like what's going on in the division.
I got a drop for you. Somebody punch that kid in the stomach.
I'm actually totally down with that. I wish we had this idea when we fucking started the league.
That's a good idea. That's a really good idea.
Do you want to start? Never mind.
I don't know how many friends.
Don't talk about another podcast.
I was about to say, no, not start another podcast. I was about to say, do you want to start another franchise for another podcast?
I like this franchise.
No, not taking. That's the franchise we're going to take into, like, our legacy. Like,
so you're talking about, like, us drafting and, like, talking about... I like the
having
idea.
one started just so we can discuss what we're doing on the podcast.
Yeah, well, we can introduce it like in a few weeks after everybody has the Spider-Man hype kind of die down a little bit.
Yeah, I like the idea.
I like how we're in it now, and we're just like we know the players, we know what happens.
We're deeply invested in this one. This is going to be the legacy one, but we could also have one set aside for this. I like that idea. Steven, how do you feel about that?
I feel like you're onto something.
And I feel like we need to get one more person.
Yeah.
Because Hunter and I were discussing this idea of having 2 people in the NFC, 2 people in the AFC.
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
We're fucking on to something.
Oh, I was thinking about that before.
Does Anthony play Madden?
He's going to get it for PlayStation. I just talked to him today.
Not necessarily 2 NFC, 2 AFC,
but 2 different AFC teams as well.
Yeah, 2 different AFC divisions.
So all 4 of us make the fucking playoffs.
And there's not no one sneaks away, has to play computers all the way to the championship game.
I like the idea of the Super Bowl because we could go into the Super Bowl, we could have these Super Bowl matchups.
Yeah, I like the idea of NFC, AFC because we could have the ultimate showdown in the Super Bowl.
And it's always, I think it's always going to be a user Super Bowl in that case, unless something wild happens. But I think it'll be nice for the podcast if we're discussing Madden. And I think if we do that, we kind of hype up the Super Bowls a little bit.
Oh, absolutely! I think we'll get it. I think not even from like our excitement standpoint. I think people would actually listen more.
Yeah,
or get more invested in it because Madden's got a lot of buzz around it.
I don't think there's a lot of Madden podcasts where they kind of discuss franchises. You know, I think there's like a lot of videos.
Because most of Madden is fucking Ultimate Team.
Yeah, so I think it's a good idea.
Here you go, EA.
Here we go.
Fuck Ultimate Team.
Fuck Madden.
Franchise.
Fuck Madden. Fuck Madden. Civil War.
Fuck Ellsworth. I wish I still had that on my phone.
We need to discuss bringing Brandon back.
I think, but however, I think the person that we have, the 4th person we add, I think the 4th person we add, they have to be on the podcast.
Well, yeah, I don't think Brandon being on the podcast would be difficult because we could just do exactly what the fuck we're doing right now.
Right.
Nah, he likes to go. It's you know how he is.
Yeah, I know how he is. He's a little puss bag. Brandon, if you listen to this, you're a fucking puss bag, and I'm gonna go troll your fucking Twitch. I'm gonna go troll your fucking Twitch, you fucking piece of shit. You fucking bank shit, Bob.
He's too busy playing Destiny right now.
Yeah, because fucking Destiny is where it's fucking at. Spider-Man launches in less than fucking 8 hours, and this motherfucker's
He said he wants to play.
Are we playing this NFC Championship game tonight, or are we going to wait?
Tonight. After the game.
Yeah, I won't be on. I have to be up at 5.
Yeah, we don't need him to continue.
Yeah, you don't need me for that. The off-season will have to wait because...
I'd rather see this game.
Tomorrow when I get home from work around like 5, 4:30-ish, I'm going to be on that PlayStation as I'm installing the other PlayStation. So we can get through the off-season. That's not going to be a problem.
Yep, and then Spider-Man Fever will be there for...
Spider-Man!
I'll probably be playing Spider-Man when
I'm going to be installing it because I'm getting the fucking PlayStation 4 Pro for it, so fuck it. Give me that red as fuck PlayStation, kid.
Oh, do they have a special Spider-Man?
Yes. It's a red PlayStation 4 Pro with the white Spider-Man logo on the top with the red...
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, actually, here. I'll show you. I have the picture of it. We got him in at work.
or if anyone wants to start.
Yeah, I think.
If anyone wants to join us in another league. The problem is when we do other leagues and we have multiple people, the draft is long.
The draft doesn't bother me. The draft is probably the most fun part.
Remember that one time we did 6 people? The fucking draft took like 8 hours. Oh, God.
Remember when Brandon streamed the draft? And
I streamed this last draft we did. Oh, yeah. I sent you a couple of links.
yeah, that stuff's still there.
Still there.
I think we've stumbled upon something great.
That Madden idea is really good.
We've got better today, boys.
Yes, we did.
You got your Madden.
Fredo, didn't we get better? Oh, he's not here. Never mind.
But nobody does.
He's going to hear this.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, Fredo, remember we said we were going to fucking keep going after that hour? Fuck you, we're going. We're keep going.
Trudging through.
Madden, fix the fucking block shed. You took away from the pass rush, you put it all in the block shed.
Block shed and pursuit have to be nerfed.
Why do we struggle to run the ball? Huh? It's not because we don't know how to run the ball. I used to run for 200 yards a game with Derrick Henry on all Madden. Fuck you. I ran for 3,000 yards in a season with a running back. Fuck off.
Is Fredo waiting for the release till midnight?
No, so NBA 2K and NBA Live are launching at 9 o'clock at GameStops. So he's going to go lock himself in his room and play NBA Live and NBA 2K for hours and create his own content on his separate channel and do what he does.
Wow. Yeah, 2K is not going to be good this
I'm definitely getting NBA Live, though. I'm doing that for sure. That game is a lot of fun.
People are.
I got NBA Live last year, and I liked all the improvements that is. I played this year's. I encourage everybody to download the demo before you go and get the game. Learn how to play it, create your guy, play in their park, and all those games. It works out relatively well.
EA is giving out free codes on Twitter. They're randomly dropping it.
Yeah, but they're not fucking giving me anything.
Yeah, they're not giving me anything.
They're definitely not going to give me anything because I keep talking shit.
Like the rant we just did.
EA Sports, fucking hire me. I don't know what you're going to hire me for, but hire me to tell you to get your fucking shit together.
This is the reverse of a sponsor. We've spent about 20 minutes.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, I got a sponsor.
What'd you get?
Yeah, so this episode of Jump Shot Therapy was fucking sponsored by fucking no one. Fuck you, EA Sports. This shit's bullshit.
Sponsored by Devil Dogs and Ryan Tanehill.
Ryan Tannehill's...
No, Ryan Tanehill. Nobody's fucking.
What if Ryan Tannehill actually really likes Ryan Tannehill versus?
Ryan Tannehill's wife is a better quarterback than Ryan Tanehill.
Jaden, the fuck?
Somebody punch that kid in the stomach. Create that drop. Before I come on, you play that drop. Somebody punch that kid in the stomach, and then I come in.
You said punch him in the stomach for that drop?
No. The drop is somebody punch that kid in the stomach. When I said it the first time, here's a drop for you. And every time when you do the introduction, you play that drop. Somebody punch that kid in the stomach, and then I come in.
I think... Do we have anything else you want to speak of?
There's going to have to be some massive editing.
Yeah, there definitely is.
There is going to be massive editing.
Yeah.
I might cut out the part where I dissed his no idea. Right, are you still there?
Yeah.
No, he's not there.
Well, he's going to take care of all that.
Yeah.
I think we are good.
I think we're good. I think the Madden idea is a really good idea.
Oh, absolutely.
We could... The Jump Shot Therapy website, you know what, instead of having, we still have our opinion pieces or stuff like that. But I think a separate Madden page is really good.
Absolutely.
love
I like the idea of a subsidiary podcast within the Jump Shot Therapy name.
Yep.
Is fucking awesome.
Yeah, where we discuss it.
We can figure out a name and all that stuff going forward. This way, with Alfredo being locked away in his room, we may have the opportunity to create some other stuff.
Yeah, some other content. Yeah.
And I really like the idea of putting out more content.
Yep.
Especially, like, once a week's awesome, but if we get something else out there that could reach out to another group of people, I'm all in for it.
Yeah, we could probably shoot out, maybe it's not an hour long, but it might be like 30 minutes of us discussing
I'm pretty sure we can make it an hour long.
We could make it.
Our Madden League can go really long. I mean,
especially, like, let's say we're discussing, because we get a lot of games done in a night.
Yeah.
We sometimes get anywhere from 4 to 7 games done in a day, depending on what goes on. So there's a lot of things to discuss because we all don't watch our games. So if we could not even just record highlights, but like talk about the highlights we have and what we're doing and how our teams are going and injuries, that's definitely something that could be fucking going through.
You could be like Stephen A. Smith, where you kind of just hold the rants for the thing. So instead of rage quitting, just rage quit on this podcast, all right?
Fuck.
Do the podcast mic drop, all right?
Fucking.
Rage quit was phenomenal.
All right, so I think that's a really good idea. I think we're all set.
I think we're good here. I'm Dylan. I'm the Basil Buns. I'm the boss, baby. Alfredo's gone. Sorry. Muslim Goku.
Well, they don't know he's gone.
They don't know. No, they know he's gone. I've been saying goodbye to him for a while.
He's gone.
No, for all they know, he's just sitting here quietly.
It's
okay. You could speak.
We got Stat Guy Hunter. Thank you for participating with Stats this week. Thank you to our special guest, Big Brother, the Sand Viper himself, Steven Barreto.
Oh, yeah. Stevie M. Baby, at Bob the Book Bag on Twitter.
At Bob the Book Bag. I am at Grand_Mama_. Hunter is at OK Will Hunting. Alfredo is at Muslim Goku. And we are at Jump Shot Therapy. We will see you next week.
Enjoy yourself.